Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hope you guys are doing well. In this quick one, I have a special one today with my boy Rahul. And yeah, we're gonna dive into a lot of different things of like how he scaled his coaching business go from where he was at right now to over 50K a month and obviously all the things that we did. So I'm gonna try and make this video as actionable as possible for you guys so you guys can at least walk away with some value and see someone that was in a previous position that you might be in right now and how he was able to ascend that and get into himself to the next level. So before I jump into that, Rahul, man, if you can give everyone a quick introduction to yourself, talk about it for me.
What's going on, guys? What's going on, movies? How are you? Little quick intro on myself is I'm Rahul. I run an online fitness coaching company. We predominantly focus on women. The company is called Miss Busy Fit, and we focus on busy women from all around the world, and we help them on their fat loss journey, on their health and fitness journey, and help transform their lives. So, I've been in the health and fitness industry for over 10 years, but I've only been online for the last 4 years. And so the online world is so different from the in person world and etc. And so, um, online world, been learning, been in a lot of different coaching programs and whatnot. But then when I met Muhiz, he really helped me over double my business. And I think that was the biggest thing was when I met him, I was like, what can you help me with that's going to be different than everything I've been trying? And that was the biggest pivotal factor. So Movies really helped me not only run ads but scale them in such an efficient way. And he's always been a helping hand in my entire business from top down. And so, little intro. That's a quick little intro. Muhiz has been the man to help me freaking double my business and make me over 50K months. And we're only going, and soon, before the end of 2025, we'll be at six-figure months.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. So obviously that's crazy, and some people might not be able to kind of like fathom like how your charges making so much money with fitness coaching, especially like getting closer to the hundreds right now. Because for us, it's just a sales rep thing, and once that's fixed, like we're gonna get there. So I guess before we talk about like all the things we're doing to scale, let's do a little rewind back to talk about like where you were before like we actually started working with each other in the first place.
Before we started working with each other, that was a fun time. That was a fun. So essentially, what we used to do was I had a setter in place, and my appointment setter, all we used to do was outreach. So we got all of our leads from outbound lead gen. So organic content and outbound lead gen. That's how the business used to run. We'd get an application here and there, but we were never a business that was getting consistent applications. We were never really a business that really got consistent inbounds. We did do warm lead gen, so we had a little bit of a following, and so we would just do warm lead gen mainly on Instagram and Facebook, and that's we'd start conversations, and through that we would get all of our leads, and so that brought us to about 20K months on a consistent basis, between usually 15 to 20K months on a consistent basis, doing that. But the problem was it was really hard for me to see how I can scale, how we could get one inbound coming in more often, right? Outside of just organic content, but two, how can we get the traffic flowing so we can hit 50K months on a consistent basis? I could see the vision, but the problem was I didn't have the lead flow coming in. And so that's when I got introduced to Muhiz, and it was just like, okay, he's like, hey man, like I've helped people just like you and struggle, like other fitness coaches, other mentors. He's like, your offer is really easy to scale. And so it was kind of like, okay, if my offer is that easy to scale, I've seen other people do it. There's no reason why we can't do it. We have the proof. We have so much proof. We had the foundation. It was just a matter of like implementing things, right? I had
Mm,
tried ads in the past. Like I did try a little bit, but we weren't the most successful with it. And I think that was the creatives in place that we had. But man, and well, he's like freaking just dialed it in and freaking killed it. Like it took a month and a half for us to dial in the creative completely to get like 50 to 60 inbounds per day, and we're closing like 8 to 10K days. Like New Year's was crazy, Jan,
yeah.
March, and the only reason we didn't bring in a sales team was only because I was like, I'm not bringing in a sales team unless it's a consistent thing. But that was Jan, Feb, March, April, May, June, July. We're freaking August now, and it's been insanely busy since. So
Yeah.
It's not something that was like a fluke or anything. That's 7 8 months into the year. It's been consistent since. So, um, yeah, freaking killed it.
I appreciate it. That's amazing, but that's amazing. I think that's a big thing that a lot of people haven't been able to kind of, I get guess consistency from. And I guess this is what I want to ask you, like, because obviously we were getting consistent lead flow coming in, and that's when you have good creatives and when you have good act structure and you have a good team behind helping getting these calls. But how did you structure your business in such a way where you allowed yourself to be consistent? Because I don't think since the ads have been on, you've ever had a month below that 20K where you were before. I don't think you've ever had that. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think ever since you've been running the ads consistently, I don't think you've ever gone down to that 15, 20K a month range that you were at before without the ads.
No, 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 bro. We haven't had a month under 35K. I think 35K was our lowest month this year. And so yeah, that was like the lowest. And like last month it was about 40K. The month like it's, you know what I mean? It's consistent. We're consistent between 40 to 50K every single month. And like it's consistency. How did we get consistent, bro? To be honest, I think it's a couple of things. Number one, I'm a big believer on one, paying for speed. I think paying for speed in a lot of things just have helped me excel my business to where we're at today. And so number one, investing, whether it's mentorship or whether it's like investing into someone like Muhis. And I'm not saying this to sell you, but it's the truth, right? At the end of the day, as a business owner, I do have a lot of different, places to fill in, and thankfully I have my team. But at the same time, I want to do what's going to bring me the most return on my time and my investment. And at the end of the day, it's you being helping me just running my ads and whatnot. It's like that's what you specialize in. I know you specialize with many different things, but like that's what you specialize in. I don't think ads is rocket science, but at the same time, I just don't want to spend all my time and energy trying to figure out, when we have days where we have freaking 60 plus leads, and then we have days where, you know what, like the ads are being a little funky. Like, what's going on? I'm a message away from Muhiz just being like, bro, what's going on with the ads? Like, something looks finicky, and he goes in, he's like, this is what's going on. I'm pinpointing this is the problem. And I shut this on, or I turned this on, or I fix this, and then ads are just running smoothly again. That's just places I don't want to put my time and attention to. And so number one is that. Number two is having a team in place. One, sales team, appointment setters, having other coaches on the team, making sure that your community. I always say that this business is no longer about me; it's about my team. And we're creating, yes, we're fulfilling the vision that I have in place, but at the same time this vision is so big that my entire team wants to fulfill this vision. And so this business is no longer about me, it's about my team and making sure that everything runs smoothly, and the impact that we make is way past all of us, right? Like, we're making such a large impact in people's lives that people want to stay with us, people want to commit to us, people want the transformation for life. We have people who have been with us for over 4 years since we've started. They're still with us till this day. It's just
Yeah.
crazy to see.
Yeah, that's insane, bro. And like, yeah, that's one thing as well too that I also noticed about your business. Like, your fulfillment is so good because you actually care about these guys, and you have like a high, like, renewal rate as well too. Because people come in and they get good results, and they're like, yeah, I want to keep working with Rahul. So it's like that's pretty sick. So I guess like now that you're obviously experiencing this, I want to go back to the time where like you obviously thought about running ads initially. What was like the main thing that was just confusing you back then that you just couldn't figure out in terms of like getting ads done? Because you were at that 15 to 20K a month mile for a while until you turned it on. And what was like the main thing that you just didn't really understand about the ads that was just, and maybe I guess beliefs that you had, because I'm sure you didn't just wake up one day and you were like, all right, cool, ads is gonna scale my business. Like, how did it go from okay, cool, I need ads, and what did you try before that made you feel like, damn, like this didn't work, and what made you just be like, let me just get someone that's gonna be better at me at this?
I think there's a couple of things, right? So number one was when it came to ads, it's a game of paying to play, right?
Yeah.
You're paying to play the game. And so I was running a business that was purely organic. So for about 3 years, three and a bit, we were purely organic business, posting content basically on a daily basis, doing outbound lead gen, waiting for inbound lead gen, doing call to actions every day, and etc. That's also what I learned through different mentorships I was in, right? It was organic, organic, organic. This is how you can build a business. And hey, we did build something. We're very profitable. We didn't have many expenses. So it was like we're running on 80 to 90% profit margins on a monthly basis. So it's like kind of like, okay, you know what? This is there. But at the same time, it's like, okay, but I'm stuck between 50 to 20K. And so I remember I saw this video, and it's this big ads guy, and I've been following him for some time, and he was like, if you're making between 20 to 30K per month, you should start running ads. Like that's where you have the money in, blah blah blah. And I was like, okay. I looked at my business, and I'm like, okay, we've been kind of stuck here. We haven't been able to kind of move that needle. We've had a 30K month before, but it was like 1 month. And I believe in, if you hit something once, yes, you can do it again, but hitting something once is not the wow factor. Hitting it over and over and over again and surpassing it is what makes it actually like a consistent business. Going from 50K once and then dropping back down to 15, 20K, well, fuck, that's
What's
nice.
the point? Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Right?
Yeah,
It's that sustainability, and that's what I'm all about. And Muhiz, how much I believe in reoccurring income and whatnot.
of
Conversation for
course.
another time, right? But at the same time, when what was the pivotal point was I saw this video and I looked at my business and I reevaluated things. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe, and I had seen different things, and I knew who you were, and I was like, you know what? Maybe I should start paying to play the game a little bit. And to me, business is all a game, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start paying to play a little bit because we had
Yeah,
the foundation, we had the testimonials, we had such a strong foundation. There was no reason why ads wouldn't work, other than me having a limiting belief on it, right?
yeah,
And I was like, okay, you know what? That's when I reached out to you and I was like, hey man, like I want to try ads and I want to know what the strategy you have in place. But that's when you carried forward, right? It wasn't, I don't have to think about what strategy. We brainstormed together, but at the end of the day, I came to you and you had a strategy in place. You put everything in place for me, right? You're like, okay, this is how we're going to target. This is the creative in place. You did all the scripting. You did absolutely everything from A to Z, where it's like, I'm like, okay, you know what? If that's the route we're going to take, let's do it. And we saw success basically right away. It took
yeah.
a few weeks of testing, a month of testing, which I knew the first month would be pure testing. And then after that, we freaking got things to hit. And it's
Yeah.
6 cents. But the needle mover was just like, you know what? Sometimes you need to pay to play the game. And if that's what you need to do in your business and like you're halted, like it's really not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I didn't want to burn through my money of me testing it. I'd rather pay someone who's experienced in it, might pay a little more, but at the same time, I'm paying for speed once again. Like I
Of
said,
course.
this
Yeah, you're paying for the actual speed itself.
I'm paying you for speed, right? Your experience.
Exactly. No, I appreciate that. And I guess like one misconception as well too, I feel like a lot of people also had because you also said paying to play the game, but I think people watching this might not necessarily know what they mean by paying to play the game because obviously everyone has different beliefs on how expensive ads are. So I guess like, to be transparent about it, like when we first started out testing, like how much were we spending at the time to obviously get those types of results? Because I think people have this conversation that when you're spending ads, you're going to be putting like 10K a month or 15K a month straight away. It's like people get so scared about putting money into something because they don't know what could happen with it. So talk to me about that, like how you kind of overcame that.
Yeah, number one, we don't even, to get to 50K months, we don't even spend nearly 10K. We don't even spend 5K a month. We don't even spend 4K a month, just to make that clear. Okay, when we started with 20 bucks a day. That's what we started with. That's
Yeah,
where we started. You and me started at 20 bucks a day. And then
20
we
bucks.
increased to 50 bucks a day.
Hmm.
And we stayed at $50 a day. After 2 months, we did about 20 to $30 a day. After the end of month two, we went to about 50 bucks. And then
Yeah,
now the most we spend is about 100 bucks a day. That's right now. In June,
yeah,
we spent $80 per day. In June,
yeah.
just
And we had like,
2 months ago. And 2 months ago, we spent 80 bucks a day. Last month, we spent 100 bucks a day. And so that's what we're doing. We're not over killing, right? So we spend 3K on ads a month currently to hit 50K months,
yeah. I mean, like the return is crazy as well.
right?
Like
Like
that's the That's the crazy part because I have so many people have this misconception that oh ads are expensive, but $20 a day is $600. And I think I heard this quote by Sabri Survey. Like if you can't spend to acquire clients for your customer for your business, you don't have a business. It's like you have to be willing to spend to acquire clients. And I think that's also one thing as well. I kind of broke everything down to you like it was just math. Like every 3 months would have those like month quarterly reports and I'll tell you about those things. So I guess like for you, how was it for you to be able to kind of like see your business almost kind of like from a numbers perspective of like, oh shit, it really just is clicking buttons and just adding different things to scale.
Yeah, you know best on how much. I'm a very numbers person, Louise, and you know that.
Yeah,
I run
literally.
my business off numbers. My numbers, I'll know them by the back of my hand, and that's like from reoccurring income to new income to profit margins to expenses to absolutely everything. To everything numbers. I'm numbers oriented, but at the same time, one thing I love about you is you ask me my numbers because you care. There's a big difference.
Yeah,
I don't know if all ads guys care in the world. I haven't worked with hundreds of them, so I can't speak, you know. But at the same time, what I can say is you freaking care about all your customers, and like you go through the numbers and you go through what makes sense for the business. You're not just like Rahul, spend more, spend more, spend more. This is working or this is not working. Let's just spend more. It's like no. Number one, me and you have we're in daily touch points. Anytime I have any issues, you're there to contact. But it's like you do make me break down all my numbers to you on what's reoccurring, what's new cash every month from ads in particular, because that's what you care about, because that's what's coming in into my business. That's what you're bringing into my business, and you make sure that everything's working. And if something isn't working, you're there like, okay, this is how we have to reevaluate. So that's what I love because we do it on a quarterly basis, but we also do it on a monthly basis to make sure that the ads are freaking working and crushing it.
exactly.
And I don't think all ads guys do that on a personal opinion. Like I said, I haven't worked with everybody, but at the end of the day, the fact that you do that, just as a customer, client, whatever, it means if like that that alone is just massive difference, massive difference.
100%. Yeah. And yeah, I think one of the biggest things that I always like doing as well is making it very easy for people to understand as well too. Like, because I don't like trying to overcomplicate and give you like business jargon and stuff. I'm just like, look, bro, this is how much we're spending to acquire a customer. If we want to get more customers, we need to spend this amount. And this is what it's going to look like in terms of like your profit margins. Are you happy to do this? Yes or no? It's like that straightforward. Like that's the conversations that we have based on the numbers. And what's cool about it is you can then just see your whole business at a macro point because then it's like, hey, you got a sales rep in, you can literally just double your revenue because it's like now that person is going to be full time taking up calls and you're not going to have to worry about those side of things. And I guess you've been having a lot of good problems every day with having sales calls coming in. You can't every day he'll tell me, but I have no time to do anything because I'm just talking to people who
I
want to buy
know.
my stuff.
It's the best problem to have, right? It's the best
Yeah,
problem to have. 8 to 12 sales calls per day, right? Like it's the
yeah,
best thing to have. We can't. We can spend more on ads, but we don't have the back end sales team at the moment. Everybody's in training right now, so
hmm
but in a few weeks, once that's there, it's like okay, like we have more volume. We have the calls coming in. We have the business coming in. We have the inbound leads coming in. They're warm leads too, warm from people who have already been following us for the past few months and
hmm
other traffic just coming straight from ads. But these are all people. Ads might be a little bit of cold traffic, but these are all people who want to work with us, and our calendars are full. But yeah, man, once we have the sales team in place, which they're in training, so I'm excited. I'm excited once they're fully dialed in,
Let's go.
because it's gonna be a big game changer.
Yeah, I know for you as well too. So I guess like talking about game changers as well, like the moment you did hit that 50K mark, because I know that was a milestone you had for a while. Like I think that was the first thing you told me. You're like, bro, I just want to get this to like 50K month. And then we finally hit it. I guess like what does it do for your life? Because I don't think I really asked you, like, what do you actually even do with your money, like when you actually start making it? Because like, do you do anything? Because I know, like, obviously you had your wedding and that was that, but aside from that, like, I don't know, like, what else do you actually even do with the money that you make? Like, once you hit that 50K, like, how did it feel? What do you do with it? All that stuff.
So I think like there's a few things. Number one, I don't know if you'll get the answer not that you want, or like that everybody wants to hear. Money doesn't really buy happiness. You know what I mean? Money is a portion of happiness, but I think happiness is many different things combined, and it's money is a big portion of success, but it's not the only recipe for success. At least that's my belief. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that happen, but 50K month was a massive milestone because I had it on my board for like 2 years, and we are trying to achieve it for 2 years. And so being able to hit it was like a massive milestone for me. So it was a big celebration. Now the month that I did hit it, well, the first time I hit it was in April, and I had told myself that month. I still remember I was traveling for 10 days for my brother's bachelor party. Okay. And so I was traveling for 10 days, and those 10 days I was off work. And I told myself in April, we're going to hit 50K, and I'm going to do it stress free, and I'm going to do it at ease. I took 10 days off work. My team ran the business. I barely took sales calls on those 10 days, but we had reoccurring revenue, we had new cash coming in, and etc. We had pending renewals, and etc. And so we hit 50K at ease that month, literally at ease. And with ads running, when I came back, we were just booked up. Now, when I hit that, it was a really good feeling. Like it really was. It was a big milestone that I was like, yo, like we did it. You know what I mean? It's possible. We did it. But to be honest, 24 hours later, I was like, what's next?
Let's go. Let's go.
Did like I went out, I celebrated, just going out for dinner and drinks with my fiance. Like that was great, and that's how I like celebrating, just with my better half. But it was great and all. But after that, man, I'm like, what's next? And
Nice.
that's like 6-figure months, and that's like making that on a consistent basis, and making sure that the team's taken care of, making sure that everybody around me is taken care of. And you ask, what do I do with that money? I invest it, man. I go back
Nice.
and invest it back into
Let's
the
go.
business, and then outside investments,
Nice.
get real estate, etc. But back into the business is a big thing that I invest back in, right? And it's like, just like when I got you on board, that's an investment back into my business and
Of
other
course.
areas of my business as well. We promoted people when we hit 50K, promoted some staff just because people took a management role. We brought people taking care of more of the inside things and whatnot, because we have the bandwidth to do it. Because 50K wasn't, for me, it's not only a one-time thing, it's now consistent, right? So it's
Yeah.
making sure we hit it consistently. And so, yeah.
Yeah, the consistent numbers as well. And I guess that's like the biggest thing for me. And that's why like I treat it like I love working on your business as well. It's just like seeing that consistency like on a month to month basis. And it's just like obviously like I've never had this as well, but it's like the fact that you've always made money month after month, like every single time running the ads, it's like that's just a beautiful sign. That's obviously a testament to having everything kind of structured on your end when it comes to like your appointment setters, your team, and all that type of things, and obviously your sales as well too. It's like you would get people who don't really know you, but because you have a good process, you'd be able to still convince. You got a good process and a good product. Most importantly, you were able to convince them. So it's like it just goes to show if you have the good foundations and you literally just have a good product and you're not scamming people and you're actually getting them results, you can literally turn on ads and basically double your business in less than 3 months, which is kind of like insane to see. Like I don't know any other investment where you could put like $1 in and get $5 right out of it. It's like it's a cheat code, you know?
Yeah, it really is. It really
Yeah.
is. If done right.
Exactly, if done right. So I guess like that kind of segues off to the final part. Then obviously people can try out ads themselves and they can try figure it out. So but you found success in obviously working directly with me to build everything out, set up the ads for you and all these types of things. So I guess for you, if there's anyone that's like watching this that's even considering working for me, like, or if they're on the fence, like, what would you kind of say to them?
Hire him. What are you waiting? But real talk, right? Like it's like you're literally getting whatever your investment is. You're gonna get it back within 30 to 60 days. It's the fastest ROI you're ever gonna receive. You're investing back into yourself and into your business. You're alleviating time where you can put that time whether in or on your business and other areas. And it's the fastest ROI you're gonna get back. It's why take so much time to try and figure it out, test out yourself and etc. Like Moise has the recipe to success, and not only for health and fitness, but for so many other areas of business. Whether you're a coach, whether you're a mentor, whether whatever the fuck your business is, like he knows it. So it's like, why are you gonna spend all your time trying to figure it out, and you're gonna end up wasting more money testing out ads and more time testing out ads than you are just investing into Muhiz, who's literally going to make you money back in 30 to 60 days. It's kind of like a no brainer.
Yeah, 100%. And I guess on that bombshell, we'll end it off from there. Pleasure talking to you, Rahul. There's any final piece of advice that you would kind of give to anyone watching this? Let's say they're like a fitness coach as well, because I know you also do some business coaching, like a little bit to some people as well. If anyone wants to check that out, your socials are going to be down below as well. But like, I guess like final piece of advice for anyone kind of like running a similar business to you as well. Like, what's one thing that if you heard it, like when you had those times where you're like, fuck, is this really gonna work? This is so much work that would have just kept you going. If you could give like one piece of advice to anyone kind of like watching this.
Uh, Simple piece of advice, and that's taken me such a long way, is lean into the uncomfortable. Anytime something makes you uncomfortable in your business, whether that's an investment, whether that's starting something, whether that's a business move in your business, lean into the uncomfortable because that's going to freaking make you thrive. And so start. If that means investing into a mentor, if that means investing into Muhiz, if that means fucking, doing something that you guys haven't done, and you haven't done it because, you're scared of the result. Is it going to go this way? Is it going to go that way? Niching down into a specific avatar. Fucking lean into the uncomfort. It's what's going to take you the furthest way.
100%. And I guess we'll end it off on that. So appreciate you, Rahul. Anyone, if you obviously want to check out work with me or anything like that, my links are going to be down below in the description. So check that out. And aside from that, yeah, take care of yourself and we'll see you in the next one. Peace. Take care. Take care.